Is Brotato still good without its DLC? As someone who absolutely loves the DLC. That's what we'll figure out today, and I will try to give updates on my thoughts, how I feel about it. And the whole thing is based on a kind of shocking experience, to be honest. I went on the Steam page of the DLC and I saw it has a rating of 65%, including in the last 30 days. So I know in the beginning there were a bunch of hiccups, you know, where it was a little bit difficult and people didn't like that. That is an amazing start. Maybe one more? Perfect. Honestly, I should just take that. Let's do it. And they changed up the game a lot, like they patched it, but it still has this negative rating. I don't really understand it because I love the curse mechanic. There are some things that I don't like about the DLC. So for example, a bunch of items were added, but you still have the same amount of slots in the shop. I think it should be +1 slot. And also, there aren't that many characters that got added, right? Now, if I recall it right, there was a huge delay to the DLC, and as a you know, treat to the player that they are not too sad, they handed out a bunch of characters that were meant for the DLC only. If I remember that right. So I can't really complain about that, like I can't keep that in as a complaint that there are not enough characters, given it costs less than the game, and there were like 4 or 6 characters meant to be in the DLC. And everyone got them for free, right? So that is excusable. But like the shop slots, that is one thing I'm a little bit upset about. However, the curse mechanic completely negates the negative things for me because it's so much fun. Your runs can be more broken. The runs also feel different because depending on what you get cursed, you shift your focus a bit if you just want to win and don't want to go for a gimmick run like I often do. And if you just view it as an additional tool and not something you have to do, honestly, it's great. It just feels powerful. And the best thing about Curse is it allows you to go for things that don't work in vanilla Brotato. Because here they are not strong enough, but there you can pretty much double the damage of it and explore it. Now, one thing I have to state is I'm not using a single mod here because I wasn't sure if they work without the DLC properly, and I didn't want to have like something bad happening. It's like, yeah, Dex, it's because you used this mod there. That is the reason. I'm like, oh, that's bad. So I got rid of them, but just keep in mind that Brotato is usually a heavily modded game. So I need to keep that in mind when I evaluate it. And I say, for example, ooh, I wish this part was different. Well, if it exists as a mod, then people will just go for the mod, right? And that is fair game. The rock is also amazing on Lucky. So Lucky has a huge amount of luck. He also multiplies the luck that we get by 25%. And when we pick up material, we have a chance to deal 21 damage to a random enemy on the stage. And this is why the rock is so good. You kill all of the enemies around you while you have armor and can easily survive the bursts of enemies. But the stick is kind of similar to that. Now, I don't know if the pearl is in here, the one that gives you like bonus % damage per luck that you have. That would be amazing. But we are also missing the weapons that scale with luck. And on Lucky, later on, you can switch over to them once you have the pearls. Because then they have exponential scaling, right? On one side, just because you have luck, they get bonus damage. On the other side, the luck gives % damage, which further increases it. Oh, we are quite lucky. Would you look at that? Isn't that amazing? But yeah, Lucky is probably one of my favorite characters to play. Because I think he's a lot of fun. It feels a little bit like a slot machine. You just pull it and enemies die on the stage. Isn't that amazing? Yes. For melee damage, we don't really need that on the stick. Let's look for 15 luck. Why not? Sure. Level up a lot more. You're not part of the DLC? Sure, I'll take that. And another sticky boy. We technically don't need more sticks, but it gives them a lot more damage, right? Harvesting. You get half experience gain. That means you also get half the value out of the harvesting, but we still get the material. -1 armor is very punishing though. But it's so early in the game, right? I should probably get that. Let's do it. Because we also have the bonus experience now. Wait, do you get -50 per... No. Wait, what? It should show -50% here. Huh, that... No, maybe not, I guess. Okay, interesting. I wonder how that works. If we now get 2.5% experience gain, or if it always halves the value that we get, like even with an increase, or if it halves the base value, but okay, I'm dying, but it doesn't halve the bonus. That would be the best case scenario for us now. Keep in mind they have double the HP right now, or 50% increase, double? Yeah, double the HP right now, so it's a lot harder. And that shows the power of the stick. Even though we are a character that doesn't want to buff them up necessarily, we still deal so much damage that we easily kill them, right? And that is the amazing part. Now we kind of want to have bonus enemies, because this means we get more material and we cause our explosion more. At the same time though, we don't want to have more enemies, because then we can't deal with them. Okay, so how did it work? We had 50% bonus experience gain from it temporarily. That's what happened there, Dex. Yes, that makes sense. I need more HP, I need more percent damage. I also need crit. Not really, honestly. Yeah, I think with this weapon we don't need it. We have percent damage here, beautiful. I want to have... Oh, wow. Well, now I have to go for crit, though. I didn't want that, but I'll do it. This conflicts a lot with what how I play the game, and I have to be careful because I haven't played on this old map in a very long time without DLC bonuses and cures, you know. So if I now just go for crit, it could be that I become so vulnerable because I didn't go for armor that I'll just die. And I don't like to die, believe it or not. That is, I know, very surprising. Okay. Now, the thing is, I do expect to still enjoy this. So, because, like, right, 94% rating on Brotato or something like this, it is an incredible fun game at like €5. It's so cheap and so much fun. But I wonder if I'll miss the DLC, or if I will say, you know what, I enjoy playing with the DLC, but I also enjoyed this. I could see myself doing both. Or if I'll say, you know what, wasn't bad, but I'm used to the DLC. I need the DLC to have fun here. Let's take that because it's unique. That is lifesteal, but I don't want to reduce my harvesting that I just bumped up. We'll go for the armor, but I need to get crit somehow now. I mean, that is also not bad, but I don't really care. That is a lot of crit minus armor again. Oh, Dex. Okay, bunch of money. Max HP. That is a lot of HP. It's also plus 5 bonus damage. Multiplied with our damage, I'll take that. So all in all, I would say we have a great lucky run right now. Not a lucky run, but a great lucky run. I think I honestly could kill an elite right now. I have to be careful though, because I believe certain enemies, I'll not be used to them and how they work. What are the critical enemies that spawn? Are there buffers? No. They are the accordions. Those are the ones that have rib cages outside, and I call them accordions because they kind of remind me of it. But they speed up over time if you can't kill them fast enough. However, with the sticks, I don't think this will be a problem. Like at that moment, I think they spawn on wave 12 or 13. At that time, we should have enough damage to deal with them, right? Yeah, easily. If we can even deal with these bulky boys right now, kind of, not really, but kind of, we should be fine against them. Lumberjack shirt, I don't really need that, but it's kind of nice. Speed is very important, let's get you. I need armor now. Okay, I need even more armor now. But this is good. I love this. Honestly, one of the best items we could probably find would have been the lose 2% lifesteal but gain 50% experience gain, right? Because then we get way more stats out of level ups and it's kind of important. We also need healing out of fruits. Because we have so much luck, the enemies drop more consumables. Right now, it's only a 3% chance. Most of them have a 1% chance. But 3% is actually a lot if you consider just how much we wipe out with a single hit, right? Like, it sounds like it's low, and then you realize, oh, wait a second, I kill like 300 enemies on a wave. And all of a sudden, that is a lot of fruits on top of the trees that you destroy. And that is a lot of healing then. Okay, careful here, careful, that is another tree. Why do we get so many trees? Is this normal? But where are my crates? Okay, crate guy, crate guy, crate guy. I don't like to use my mouse because I always just chill my right hand on my, well, on my chair, you know? So it's like, I don't want to target myself. But maybe I should do that. Well, we got 4 crates, never mind. Lure is amazing. Useless, amazing, good. I will go for the crit. I will go for the luck, but I have to get more crit now. That is evil. That is insane. That is a lot of damage, but I don't want to lose all of my armor. Oh, wow. I have no armor. Luck, pickup range is nice. Like that we automatically attract it. I could take this, but it doesn't matter all too much to us. It's a unique out of the way, but maybe in the future, not right now. First of all, this is broken, if we take that, because that is so much more experience. But you deal less damage. However, you will scale in damage the more we level up. Yeah, I will do that. This is like, this solves all of our, hello? This solves all of our issues. Level up more to get more stats, also get armor, get dodge. It's still as primitive for bonus HP. And while we do lose a little bit of damage, like the red sticks would have had absurd damage with the multiplier, we will quickly get that back by just leveling up a lot more. And the more we get of them, the more experience gain we have. That sounds beautiful. I like that. How do I switch them out though? I think I will switch them out one by one. So first we combine the sticks. Ah, but that also doesn't make sense. Well, but we keep a lot of stick damage then. Instead of like replacing them instantly the moment we find them. Nice. Okay, we have a bunch of crates. The armor will be so helpful. I love that I just found that. When is the horde wave? Next wave already. So I most likely won't find another quarterstaff. Okay, how about we don't die? I can't believe I don't have additional healing from consumables. Okay. So far so good. I just have to be careful. This may actually kill me if I switch now. I just realized because we are not very strong. Like, we don't attack fast enough. 7% damage is huge. Another lure is amazing. Attack speed is amazing. I'll take the lifesteal. We just need it. Let's go for the dodge here. Let's go for the damage. Yeah, sure. So you have 79 damage. You have 86 damage. So let's combine them. Let's get you. Let's get the luck. We need to find more right now. That is insane. That is okay. You just mostly scale with level. We have a lot of crit chance though, so that's nice. I could also go for you, but I don't really care. So now our experience gain is minus 10%. That is insane. So where... Yeah, there are the accordions. It's actually level 11, not 12. Instantly a crate. Well, we just destroy them. Okay. But maybe this won't be a problem. Never mind, I'm just wrong. I thought this will be a problem, but we have so much damage, it's easy peasy. And the more level ups we get, the more damage the stick will get, the fighting stick. Which is incredible for us, because we want to focus on luck. We don't want to really spend a lot of time on increasing damage, except for percent damage, because this also increases the effect that we have, right? I have to be really careful right now. All is good, all is good, all is good. Why is this wave so hard? Dude, I'm barely staying in here. Okay, now we killed a lot. I walked away too much from the material, I believe. Or just the fruits. I would really like to kill that guy for another crate. I don't see my mouse cursor is the problem. You know? Otherwise, it would have been easy. Sure, I'll take that. It's fine. I mean, we want to have the kills on our own, because we get the crit bonus, but it's fine. So you get combined, you get bought. I don't care about more of that. I think we have enough. You're good though, you're good. I don't really want to have percent damage. You're amazing. No, wait, the cooldown is insanely long. I'm not gonna do that. So now we already gained +1 armor out of this. Good. We also have 5% bonus experience from the purchase. So now we had normal amounts of experience gain. Something is wrong with my voice. I recorded a ton yesterday. I guess, I know what it's called in German. It's called being heiser. Heiser. Saying a German word with like an English pronunciation is really weird. But if you mix the languages, it's really hard to not do that. But yeah, I don't know what it's called in English, but my voice is a little bit... You know what I mean? Krächzen. I hope it's not too bad. But, okay, so let's talk. Since we are halfway through, more than halfway through, how do I feel about the game? It's Brotato. Listen, it's Brotato. I love Brotato. So it's really hard to say that I miss the DLC, because it's just a different feeling to it. It's like a separate game mode. But going back to the game, how you love it, doesn't make me feel like miss this, right? If I would only play this, then I would be like, okay, I really miss the curse, I wanna play this. But like this, no, it's like... Brotato had one of the biggest impacts on my channel. Do we go for more harvesting? I mean, it's a lot, yeah, sure, let's go for that. But yeah, it had one of the biggest impacts on my channel. I am not really sure which one is bigger. You know what, we'll just get rid of them now. I'm not sure which one is bigger, whether it's Vampire Survivors or Brotato. And for the people that know a lot about the history of my channel, that were there for a long time, they'll be like, how, wow. Nah, we don't care. We stick to the sticks. But yeah, if you were around for a very long time, you'll be like, blasphemy! How dare you say that about Vampire Survivors? It birthed your channel. Do you not have any gratitude? No, I have. Okay. But different things can cause different things, right? So Vampire Survivors pretty much birthed my channel, but Brotato kind of exploded it at a point where I didn't know what to do and it got stale. And I'm really grateful for that, and it keeps on giving. Like, people love it, I love it, it's the perfect synergy. Okay, so at this point we have a huge amount of HP. How much armor? We have 5 armor, that's a lot for Dex. But I feel like I have to get maybe 10 more before we hit wave 20. But you know what we have? We have a lot of experience gain. Which means we'll level up a lot. Okay, is it just me or does it feel like I have nothing? I feel really weak. Seriously? Like, people have said that the DLC is way harder than the normal Brotato game, and that explains the poor ratings. But I gotta admit, for me, this is way harder than the DLC. It's not even close. Like, the DLC, I can almost do that blindfolded, but this one here, holy moly. Yeah, I'm not gonna take that. I'm not gonna take that. I'm not gonna take that. Thank you for nothing. Let's roll a little bit for... No, we'll go for the HP. Okay, so you're out now. I'm sorry, Sticks, but... Times change. Nice. How much do you give? 9%. You give 5... I didn't see we still have this guy. Okay, so how much damage do you deal now? Yeah, you only did 30 damage, which does make sense. Oh, that is usually a hardcore wave. I just remember that. These waves here are one of the... This is one thing as well about the new map that I really like. It feels more balanced. Like, yes, you have tough enemies, but it feels like they introduce them more linearly, that you have time to adjust. And here, if you can't kill these range guys 20 seconds into the future, the entire stage is filled with them and you just die. Now, the beautiful thing about that is, the first time you encounter that, when you get here finally, and you die, you get a chance to ramp up. Like, you get a chance to learn and improve, and you have this amazing feeling of accomplishment. But I gotta be honest, I think this just holds back a lot of builds that can't deal with these masses, and they build up like a lot of melee builds, right? Look at how much I'm struggling, which also has to do with my armor amount, okay? It's my problem. Let's get the healing and let's chill for a bit. I can't believe that we shoot all over the map with our passive. How much damage did it do? 73. Yeah, I can't believe we have that, and it still feels like I'm doing nothing. It's time for community support, let's do it. Didn't want to waste the money on it, but now it's like we just need it. Speed and dodge for minus max HP and minus armor. I have 2 armor right now. I need armor. Oh yes, cute monkey. How did I not get you so far? I think the cute monkey will make a ginormous difference in how much we heal, but 2 armor at this point is kind of pathetic. But we do have 80 HP, so I think I can do this. Maybe. Maybe not with the projectiles, but I just have to run after them the moment they spawn. What just happened? I will lose. I'm literally losing. Okay. So who said this is easier again? Who said that? I'm gonna visit your house, my friend. I'm gonna have a talk with you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this the hot wave, perchance? Is this the hot wave? I like how I'm slowly fighting out of the corner there. And I have to run through to collect the material. Let's do it. Nice. Beautiful. Oh. Yeah, I don't see a single reason how this could be caused by myself, you know. I don't see a single reason. Did we just get 7 crates? Okay, I will take you out of the way. Baby elephant, finally. I think this is our first one. No, definitely not. I think this is our first one, though. Amazing items. Do we need more % damage? I think we are fine. Speed is not important. Armor. Nice. Range damage. Perfect. 9 max HP is okay. Attack speed. Yes, yes. Beautiful. I need to get rid of the final stick that we have. There we go. 2% more XP gain. It already has more damage than it. 94 damage, by the way. We keep leveling up like crazy. More healing from consumables. Lives. Cyberball. I probably ditched a lot of cyberballs that I should have gotten, and this lifesteal is worth it. Yeah, the quarterstaff is just insanely good on this character. You have the buffers here, but I think now we are at a point where we can demolish the enemies easily. I'm so excited about the elite fight, by the way. To see the old bosses again, and there's one boss I really want to face. Do you know which boss it is? Do you know the history of Dex with bosses with elites? Who is his favorite? Let's hear about it. The deep lore of Dex's channel. Since I haven't played on the Crash Zone in a very long time, it could actually be that, like, most people don't remember it. Okay. I feel like now we are insane. Yeah, if someone wouldn't have reduced all of his armor, this would have been a lot easier to do, you know, just saying. And it was also a hot wave, and I underestimated that and just stood there and walked through the enemies. No, I needed to do that to kill the range guys. Then again, when we were standing in the corner, the dodge is honestly quite good, right? We barely got hit there, so that was nice. 2 crates only, I'll take the range and the speed. It does make our weapons slower, but at the same time it means we hit the enemies from further away, and I really love that. Yes, yes, no dodge needed. More healing, minus dodge, perfect. Quarterstaff. Monkey. Honestly, I should go for this max HP, but we have 99, so I'm fine. Minus lifesteal, but luck and dodge is good. Oh, wow. Schmoopy Poopy used to be one of my favorite items in the game because it's cute. And I gave it like a poop head on top. Yeah, but at this point, it's just too expensive. The price is the problem. Not even the effect, but the price. Whoever face, it's a cook. Okay, never mind. I don't like you. Okay. I need to be careful, though, because I'm not used to the hits. It kind of looks like I'm a spider just lashing out at the enemies around me. If these enemies build up at the same time with the boss, I'm dead. I need to kill him ASAP. And I can't even chase down the enemies, I believe. Like, I have to hope that they just die to the material that we pick up. Yeah, we can't do this at the same time. Okay. Okay, good. Jesus. The thing is, I actually have too much movement speed. I don't like this. We have to kill him and heal. Perfect. Beautiful. I love it. That crate heals you for 100 HP. So, if you rush it when you think you almost have the boss, it's fine if you lose HP as long as it really happens. Like, if it's about to happen. And we got a bunch of crates. That is armor, that is crit, that is perfect. I love it. More crit, perfect. Yeah, you're out of the weapon pool, but also HP regeneration. I'll take you out of the weapon pool. I need to lock my movement speed, it's already too much. More armor, more luck. Perfect. You. Do I want to have more? Nah, I don't care. Cute monkey. Our ability actually deals exactly the same damage as a red quarterstaff. That's kind of mental if you think about it, because this is a full weapon. And we trigger the ability on 75% of the material we pick up. Okay, were the enemies always this fast? Like, seriously? I feel like the curse, like the other map is chiller. Maybe just because it gives you more time to scale up, and here it's these jumps. But the jumps are so exciting because they keep you alive, they keep you active. Then all of a sudden you get rushed by enemies while you felt invulnerable, you know? And it's like, oh no, I'm still human. I have to be careful. Yeah, okay, never mind. I just cleared up the entire stage easily. It was a little bit of an early shock that they got in so easily and hit me, buffed up, but that was easy peasy. More healing, more cost reduction. Harvesting at this point is useless. I'll take the luck. Let's roll again. We'll take the crit. Right, I forgot about that. Honestly, it's not that important that we max it out. That is insane. I just doubled HP of the enemies, but I think that's fine. Honestly, I don't care about that. Do I still go for the melee damage? It is a decent increase, I should do it, even though we gain the bonus damage out of level ups. You know, because 6 damage, 100% scaling, multiplied with our percent damage. They only deal 11 damage. This is the most insane thing about this, honestly. With cursed enemies, at this point, with my armor, I would take like 30 damage from them, from a strong cursed enemy. And here, now that I have armor, it's like, yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy, I can walk through you, I just heal. You can't do anything. Huh. It's a very different feeling, but it's a feeling of accomplishment. Because I'm now so strong, I just slap the enemies and I don't face another challenge. At the same time though, it also feels a little bit weak, right? Because once the enemies get cursed and it gets difficult, you feel like you're thrown into a new challenge, and that's also exciting. I'm so excited about the boss fight. This will be the most exciting part about this, to just see what it feels like without DLC items and weapons. Because I've played on this map again after the DLC came out, but only with all of the new things at the same time. So now we can explore what it feels like. Max HP, HP regeneration. I mean, so early I kinda have to go for that, right? Oh, this is wave 20. Okay. Wooza. It's been a very long time that I've faced you without the DLC. Does Dex still have it? Or is he out of it? Yeah, you're ugly. I totally forgot about that. You're so ugly. Yeah. Can't imagine what your mother looks like if this is the result. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and now you chase me. And I can keep slapping you. You fell for my taunt. You'll never ever hit me. Not even this one, because my fingers are too fast for you. You don't even know what you got yourself into. Okay, can I actually kill one of them? That would be nice. That didn't count as a hit because that was a normal enemy. That was also a normal enemy. Okay. You know what? I'll just kill this dude because you're really getting on my nerves. Nice. And now you just run away, you little dingus. Yeah. Okay, that hit also doesn't count, because I used that hit to deal way more damage to him, so the hit doesn't count. Easy. Easiest game of my life. Look at his finger work. Look at his finger work. Look at his finger work. Like a surgeon. Just like the very first time. Like a surgeon. Well, that was nice. I honestly thought I would struggle a lot more. That was beautiful. So someone said that they were a little bit disappointed, like it doesn't make sense to them that the elites and the bosses can't be cursed. But I believe this would have broken the game too much. Like, you can curse them without increasing their damage by just making them faster, and they cast more often, right? They attack faster. That would have been an option to keep it more balanced, but I feel like if people already complain about difficulty, this would have killed it. Like, completely, right? I don't think this would have been possible, but I can definitely see where they are coming from. Because I was also excited about cursed elites, and when I realized they don't exist, I was a little bit like, you know, it's like, oh, oh wow. That's a little bit sad. But the moment I realized how strong the cursed enemies are, why do I have such little knockback? The moment I realized how strong cursed enemies are, wow. I was actually quite happy that they are not cursed. And I would say we'll just play until wave 30, because I want to explore some more of the elites, what they feel like, if we can deal with them. The coolest thing about Lucky is that you get so many crates, but the moment we get into Endless, it very quickly goes down. Because there's something so-called Endless factor, which I just learned the other day. Like, I always knew that the further you go into Endless, the worse thing becomes, but the thing that does that is the Endless factor. And it exponentially scales up, and it also affects how many crates you drop. So, for example, 5000 luck at wave 100, you have a 0.1% chance to drop a consumable, but a consumable is just a healing. Now, for a crate, you also have a 0.1% chance, but the crate can only drop if a consumable is dropped. So first you need to hit a 1 in 1000, and on this 1 in 1000 you have to hit a 1 in 1000. In other words, with 5000 luck at wave 100, you have a 1 in 1 million chance to drop a crate from a non-elite. Elites are treated differently, right? Okay, they are way more likely to give them, it's also no longer guaranteed, but way more likely. But 1 in 1 million, you don't kill that much on a wave, you don't. No, even if you had 10,000 luck, right? Double the amount, that's still way less. Like, it's still horrible. I'm just smacking your booty, my friend, you little fly squatter. I'm kind of disappointed that I haven't seen my favorite elite so far. But we will still see 5 more elites, right? The 4 that we have up there, and then the one that is on wave 30. I just realized our material is now dealing a huge amount of damage. Like, do you see how they're dying all over the stage? 450 damage. What? I just saw 450 damage. 450, yeah, 450. It's the cyber ball and the elephant. Oh. Right, we are a killing machine. Oh no, there's nothing left alive. Now I kind of just want to sell my weapon for wave 30. Do we do that? And then I try to kill the enemies without a weapon. Yeah, I want to do that. Wait, but we need to get material to get the chain going, right? That is the problem. Unless I get something, when I get hit, that I explode. We do deal damage when we pick up consumables, but for this I need a garden to trigger it to begin with. Oh, I want to do that badly now. Let's find that. That also means I don't really want to bump up anything else, right? You're useless, but I don't need to bump up the damage that we have. Yeah, I don't want to bump up the damage on the sticks. Like, we never ever go for melee damage again. And we just focus on percent damage, luck, a garden, maybe multiple gardens. What do we do if I don't find one? I think I will just go for one stick then, and I'll try to manually maneuver it around the enemies, which is borderline impossible. But if I don't have anything that triggers an explosion, we are just dead, right? We don't get material. It's so hilarious to run over the stage and everything just dies. I don't even need to attack them. Like, I do attack them, but I don't even need to do it. Like, look at this. Just do I have projectiles turned off? I feel like I should see some projectiles. Explosion opacity. Let's put that back in. Yeah, it explodes when I pick up fruits. So we have the confirmation. Now, the problem is the explosion is tiny. And I don't think we need, like, I think for the elephant and for the other one, we need to pick up material, right? Or kill enemies. When an enemy dies. What is the other one? The other one is when we pick up material. That means it's not a consumable. Yeah, so we need to get a garden, wait until an enemy walks close to us, then we need to explode and hope that he actually dies from that. Damage to an enemy when they dodge your attack. No, that also works. Okay. Do we go for that? That doesn't matter to us, no. That is horrible. Maybe it's not even that bad, because it will heal a lot of our HP. Let's roll for a little bit of luck, maybe. We need dodge, we have dodge. Okay, perfect. Crit is also good. Let's roll. Armor is amazing. Another cyber ball. Minus luck, we don't go for that. Okay, perfect. If I go for garden, I need to do it faster. But we don't even need to go for garden, is the nice thing now. We're kind of saved. I also have 1 turret. With 18 engineering, that may actually kill stuff. This is perfect to always get everything that we kill on the stage. And healing. Nice. Okay. I can't believe it is Fly Squatter and the evil guy. Yeah, this is impossible to dodge entirely. Yep. But they don't deal enough damage because my armor is insane. And because you are not cursed, my friends, you scale very slowly. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, I gotta admit one thing. It actually feels exactly like with the DLC. Like feeling-wise, I don't feel different. Both are fun. But not even different kinds of fun, they are just identical. Which also means to me there's no reason for me to not get the DLC, and whatever I feel like is what I'll play. And I really like that we did this today, because this shows me I don't have to go for the DLC. If I want to have fun in old Brotato, like good old Brotato, I can do it and have the same amount of fun. But obviously the longer I play Justice, the more I'll say I missed the DLC. But this is perfect. Why did I go for the dodge? That is useless. It's okay. More explosions, nice. We don't have 100% crit, let's get that. Or close to it. I do believe our additional items can crit. Actually, I don't think so, right? 1040? 200... 1440. 1040. I think they can crit. Like, if you look at the numbers, we have a 400 there, for example, right? 400, 800, 1440. 240. There are so many numbers. I believe we see 6 numbers and we have 6 effects that go off. 3 effects. So if we see 6 numbers, this should mean that they can crit. Because if they can't crit and we have 3 effects, it should only be 3 different numbers. I'll just believe that. You know what? I can use the wiki. Let's do that in a moment. But first we'll enjoy all of the crates we are getting here. Why is it so many crates? This is like the best time for lucky. You don't want to go much further because then the luck doesn't matter anymore. But how many crates do we get here? Oh my god. This is beautiful. Money. Sure, if we get a garden. I have a feeling I'll not get a garden, but I'll still do it. Cyber Ball Brotato. Can you crit? Does not crit, does not lifesteal, nor do normal attack things. Okay, could someone explain to me why we saw so many different numbers? Like, if only this one can crit, we would see 4 different numbers. But why did I see so many? We have an explosion around us, but that was not it. I looked very far away. I'm in the turret, maybe? And I didn't notice it? Well, that's wild. That's weird. How can it be so hard to find a single garden? I even get the structure attack speed that we triggered earlier in the future. Like that it happens faster and we... Like, because it could be that we pick up something right and when we explode it doesn't kill the enemy or it misses the enemy. I'm not really concerned about wave 30. In 4 waves I'll find 1 garden, especially with the amount of crates that we get. Like, come on. Now, I could be wrong with this, but I feel like without curse, the limiting factor that you have really haunts you eventually. Like, if I would blame more of this, at one point I would just be like, I liked it. However, with curse, it opens up so many amazing things. I miss it too much. I want to go back. I'm not sure if this would really happen or... You know what? We have enough armor. I don't need more armor. Let's just go for the armor. Why not? But yeah, I think this is definitely a thing that I could see happening to me. Okay, seriously. Sure, that's a lot of bonus damage. But seriously, where is a garden? We will get a lot of crates on this wave because there are 2 elites and they pretty much guaranteed drop a crate with our luck. I'm fairly certain. But I already noticed we are falling off very fast. Like, this is where we would need Giant's Belt. That is also one thing that kind of changed. I think Giant's Belt here was borderline mandatory if you want to continue. But on the Curse DLC, because you have so many ways to multiply scaling several times, not just on one side, like just a weapon, but also with your items, you can delay Giant's Belt way further. But let's also not pretend that Lucky is like the most insane character in the game, right? Like, he's very strong in super long endless because of the luck scaling, if you have the pearls. But just here, I don't think he compares to someone who can make super use of the nuclear launcher or the sniper gun, like the sniper rifle or whatever else is there that is insane. It's not on the same level. Lucky coin, 180 luck. So this now deals 441 damage. How much do our little goblins do? 737 for both of them. Just one garden. Do I go for that? Not really, that is so much for so much money. Like, you know, so many useless things. Shouldn't take that. But you can still dodge with the tardigrade. No, that's good. I can't believe it. We even find this. I'll buy it just like, you know, out of its Retromation hoodie. I have to get that. But I can't believe what we are finding, but no garden. Not a single one. I may honestly just go for Pruner. Wait, I didn't consider that. Yeah. And it shouldn't deal a lot of damage because we only have 13 melee damage, so it won't kill anything. Or maybe just like one enemy, you know. But that's fair game, I would say. Okay, do I even need to move around? I wish they would destroy the trees, you know. But yeah, some of the enemies, they're very tanky, and this will be our biggest concern on wave 30. Because if all of our shots go into the elites, go into the tanky enemies, then we don't keep the chain going, and we'll probably just die. Come on, one garden. Just one garden. No. One garden. Okay, good. One garden. Just one. You have to be kidding me. This is just impossible. Like, gardens just don't exist anymore, what? Okay, we have 1000 luck. I mean, that is respectable, but without a garden, I don't know how to do this. You know what? Let's just chill. Let's do nothing. Let's let the material fly in. Isn't this like a beautiful dance of material? The material triggers the material, that triggers the material, that triggers the material, and suddenly a lot of material is flying in. Our final chance to get a garden is this shop and these crates. No, 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 no. Honestly, maybe I should have went for the mine. Maybe. We don't well, we do explode, but I don't really want to nerf my damage. But it would have been an option. First of all, you're all out. It was nice knowing you. Pruner or guy? Pruner or garden? That's totally fine. I'm literally buying nothing except for the cyber balls and stuff. You know what? But it doesn't lifesteal, but it's so much bonus damage. Like that must... Oh, yes! 5.5 second cooldown. We are in this now to win this. Okay. We don't care about burning. More trees is good. More damage is good. Let's roll one more time. No, I don't have the money. Wave 30. Where's the garden? Where's the garden? Oh, it's a mother! It's actually my favorite boss! Let's go! Let's... Okay, this is a little bit harder than I thought it would be. It's actually the mother! I can't believe this! Okay. This is a lot worse than I was hoping for. But we are kind of doing it. Kind of, right? Like, look at the HP of the mother. And the mother spawns her babies now and we can farm them. Ooh, yes. No, don't die, don't die. Mother. Oh my god. What was that for Gatling gun? What just happened to them? Yeah, so this is Lucky in good old Vanilla Brotato. So my final verdict on Vanilla Brotato, not even using any mods that would have made the experience a bit more enjoyable to watch, but for me it doesn't honestly matter. I never relied on mods to have fun in this game. It's amazing. It is definitely worth its good rating, but I will also say I don't believe the DLC deserves the poor rating that it has gotten. I think it's a huge amount of fun and a great improvement, and if you switch in between the two, you really appreciate the curse mechanic and what has changed. But what they really need to do is, with the DLC, add one more slot to the shop. It's just necessary. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, then don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like. See you the next time.